Good muggy morning, Friday, July 8th. Feels like we're a month ahead already. It feels like August, the weather we've been having. So, recap for this week. We were very busy on Tuesday. Obviously, Monday was 4th of July. Hope everyone enjoyed the holiday and were safe and had some fun. Tuesday, so it's a short week for us, and Tuesday we really hit it hard with some projects. So, while the club was closed on Tuesday, we did a lot of asphalt overlaying and some asphalt projects. I'll get to a little bit more on that here in a minute. We also dropped and removed 2 trees on the golf course. Not really exciting trees, but one on 5 and one on 6. We're just going to continue on chipping away at that. Our year-end total, or our season-end total before next year, is around 70 trees. So there'll be a lot of trees coming down, mostly in the fall and the winter. Tuesday, we also aerated the majority of our tee boxes. We had 5 tee complexes we had to complete on Wednesday. So we pulled a small core on that. We blew them off to the side. We rolled the tee, and then we were good to go for a mow. Some of those tees were already dry going into it, and we'll need a good soaker to get rejuvenated. So I'm on 15 green right now. This green is probably our best looking green right now. It's beautiful, and no signs of any sort of decline or any struggles. So any of you who have played this morning or maybe yesterday noticed we put a fan out on number 3 green to try to keep airflow going. That green is a little stressed. We're trying to keep foot traffic off the front right typical walk-on area. We'd like to keep traffic off that and divert the traffic, and we may move that rope around a little bit as the week goes on. But no beating around the bush. It's been a pretty rough start to summer. Our weather station has recorded 24 days that have been 90 degrees or above already this year, 16 of those in June. June was the least amount of rainfall we received in June in the last 10 years for the month of June. June is typically our wettest month of the year. So been a crazy start. Obviously, a lot of areas in the roughs and on the rest of the golf course have thinned out, have dried out. You've got areas like this in the rough. We've got a really hodgepodge variety of turf here in the roughs, and there's some varieties that thrive in the spring and just kind of die out in the summer, and then they come back. So we try to overseed and integrate newer varieties each season, but it takes time. So a lot of dry areas out on the golf course. We've had to do a lot of sprinkler head audits, finding sprinkler heads that aren't working properly, aren't working at all, or some that have too much coverage and are making areas wet. So when we rely on the irrigation system to keep the course hydrated, we're always going to have areas that become a little wet and then areas that become a little dry. We try to monitor that the best we can. It's not always going to be perfect. We're just kind of, obviously, like always, just doing the best we can. So here on 16T, quick look at, the tee looks like nothing had even happened. You get down and you can see some small holes around. So these will heal in. This allows for a little decompaction, and then obviously gas exchange. So we removed a bunch of soil. Still need to finish up the work here, but we dropped this cart path here at 16T about 2.5 foot, maybe 3 foot at the highest spot. And so it's a lot easier walking transition going to and from your cart. We did some low limb tree removal down here so you can see the golf hole as you're approaching. So a lot of good stuff that's been going on. Another one of these long videos is just, there's so much going on. I try to keep you updated with what we're doing. So you guys, if you ever have questions or anything, you know, always feel free to reach out. So like I said, a lot of asphalt overlaying. We're gonna do a little circle turnaround for the red tee there on 12. The contractor had just ran out of their asphalt product before being able to complete that, so they'll get completed at a different date. But otherwise, kind of the message moving forward is we're in the beginning parts of July. We've got about another 40 to 60 days of tough summer. Looks like it's going to be a rough one as far as high humidity, high heat for the most part. So we're going to go in protection mode on greens, just to, you know, weather the storm. They're going to be slower than I want them. They're going to be slower than you want them. But we're going to do our best to keep them manageable and playable, and most importantly, alive. So I appreciate all your support. You all have a great weekend. We'll talk to you again soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.